Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another OG Racing League Cup Series event. We are here at Chicagoland Speedway for another fun race. This one's gonna be really fun. Chicagoland seems to be one of the better racing tracks here on iRacing from what I've seen so far. So we'll see what happens here. We got just about 15, 14, 13 drivers here tonight, actually. It's a pretty solid count, if I do say so. On your screen is Zach Millett in the 315. He's got the default roll bar cam. I guess he also has the default gyro as well, yeah. So does Selby. Kevin Newborn rocking the new one. And then Chad Lancaster on the dash cam here. He isn't out on track, neither is David Bennett. Those two both have that. And then these two also have the spoiler cam as well. And then Alderink and everyone else pretty much have the roof cam as we had last night. Looks like Arthur Clements has also picked up the spoiler cam here. I'm guessing he has the dash cam as well. Yes, he does. Oh boy. 85 laps here tonight. We've got a night race for the first time in I don't know how long. I don't think I've ever seen a night race here at Chicagoland, so this is going to be exciting for sure. Got a few more guys out on track here. Clements currently the 11th fastest car out on track, trying to better his time here. Zach Millett 5th quickest in the 315. See if we can maybe get someone down here for an interview quick. Let's see if Alderink is available. Hey Dylan, Sean up in the booth with VRN, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Alright, well currently Dylan, you have the 7th fastest lap here at Chicagoland. How's the track feeling? How's that car feeling so far?
Love the track, man. I don't know if I have the pace to keep up the guys up front, but we'll see. Tire wear and long runs are kind of my strong suit, so hopefully we get some of those.
So what do you think your strategy is going to be overall? I know you just said you're going to try to get on the long run, so you're going to just take it easy the first half of the race, or what?
Yeah, try to get the tires under me, save some tire, and see what happens. Hopefully we, yeah, it looks like we got a pretty good group tonight, so should stay green, I think.
Well, how much fuel do you think a run is going to be? I know we have 50% in the tank. We got 3 sets of tires, so we're going to have 3 pit stops, or we're going to have like 1 or 2?
I'd like to see 1 or 2, hopefully, but I don't know. We'll see how dicey it gets. The restart's gonna be pretty crazy here, so.
All right, Dylan. Well, is there anything you want to say to anyone? Thanking anyone or anything at all?
No, I think I'm all set, man.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Dylan. Hopefully that number 8 Mountain Dew machine is running up front tonight.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Now let's go ahead. Maybe we should take a look at the points coming into tonight's race here at Chicago. Hasn't really changed much, but David Wright still leads with 4 wins on the year, with Brandon Fetter placed in second, about 32 points back. And then another 10 points back is David Bennett in third. Stephen Requeno was keeping in touch with Wright, but he's missed the past 3 races now, I want to say. And then Stephen Selby rounding out your top 5 with Ingram and Alderink 6th, 7th, Kevin Newborn 8th, James Kerr 9th, and Shane Wagner in 10th. We're going to have a very exciting show for us here tonight. Chicagoland is hopefully going to be back on the schedule next season. In both this league and real life as well. We'll never know. Here's Eric Beadle in the 19 Chevy, making his first laps. Seems right now the fastest lap is a 30.072. Drivers just not quite able to get into the 29.9s yet. I don't know if Alfie will be able to by the time practice is over or not. It's a very nice paint scheme that the 19 car has. It's very pleasing to look at. I do like it. I do enjoy it for sure. We will be using the restart zones as usual here. So here's Chad Lancaster in the 02 Ford. Tried to put a good run together here tonight. Hasn't had the best of all luck in recent. Could tonight be his night to maybe turn that around and maybe get a top 5, a top 3, maybe even a win. We'll have to see. And then Zach Millett in the 315. Just trying to keep in tow here with the number 1. Actually, he's going to go off the track. I don't know what the preferred lane is going to be. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be the top. I know that's usually what it is for the Xfinity and trucks here, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I've seen a lot of guys are on the bottom. And the top lane might come in later in the night. Let's see if we can get another chat here. Let's get David right down here, current points leader. Hey David, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, David, well, coming into this race, coming into the past few races, really, you've been the point leader, so you have a really big lead. What are you going to try to do to keep that for the rest of the season? I think there's only 7 races left? No.
Easy. I'm gonna try to win. That's about the easiest way to do it. But you know, there's some ringers in here tonight, from what I understand, that haven't been running normally. But that's fine. It's should be a good race, I think. You know, different from what we've ran the last few weeks, and the draft will be really important tonight. And you'll see a big difference in lap times from what people qualify to what we run in the race on new tires. So just have to see how it plays out.
Well, you have a nearly 40-point lead with 4 wins on the season so far already, and we have 6 races to go. I did the math there, but what are your expectations for tonight here at Chicago?
I know for a fact that as the run progresses, when you start getting about the halfway point in a fuel run tonight, I know that the cars are going to get tight. So if you can take it a little easy, take it a little easy on your tires in the beginning, then you'll have some tire towards the second half of your fuel run. Hoping we get some green flag runs tonight. That's where my strong point is. So it's a night race. You never know, but we're back onto a mile and a half off the short track, so hopefully we'll get some long runs.
Well, you were just saying about long runs, and what is the fuel going to be like? How many laps are we going to see drivers be able to go for?
I'm going to say probably it can flow anywhere from 27 probably, and you may, depending on how much you get off the throttle in the corners, maybe up to 30. Just going to depend. I'm not, I hadn't done a ton of racing, practicing in the draft, so I'm not sure with the draft if that, you're going to use more gas on the straightaways, but you're going to end up off the throttle longer on the corners. So anywhere from, I'd say, 27 to 30 probably.
All right, well, I appreciate that, David. That gets us a little bit more of an insight of how this race is going to work out. Good luck tonight, David. Hopefully you're up front again and maybe get win number 5 here tonight.
I appreciate it. Going to certainly try.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road, shall we? We have a minute left of practice before the qualifying starts. It's been a while since we had qualifying here. We weren't able to stream it last week because it didn't pop up in the replay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to pick who you think is going to win, put that in the chat right now. I don't think I can really pick anyone, but I'm going to go with that 315 of Millet here. I know he's good in the trucks. I think he was the champion if I'm correct on that. I'm not 100% sure though. But I know he has some speed. He destroyed me in a Bristol race. So he might be one of the favorites to win tonight, along with the obvious favorite, Alfie Sharon Jr. And then Steven Selby as well. He has had some pretty good runs here in the Cup car. Just hasn't been able to put it all together. And keep it on that 24 Mobile 1 Chevy. Steven Requeno, he is finally back out and on the track for the first time in a couple of weeks. It's great to have him back. He's definitely one of the competitors here tonight, fourth in points. Looking to get win number 3. We'll see what happens here. Who's going to get the pole? It's the first thing we have to decide before we decide a winner. We're going to have 85 laps of racing here tonight. Potentially more depending if we go into overtime or not. On board, Arthur Clements and Chad Lancaster as they go out to get those tires heated up here and get ready to qualify. Lancaster had some pretty solid speed in practice. We'll have to see what he can do here in qualifying. There's points leader David Wright on your screen in the 42 Texas Pete Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Heading just shy of 180 miles an hour into turn 1. Alfie was hitting about 183 into the turn, 185 that time. He is carrying a lot more speed into the turns compared to everybody else. And Zach Millett currently top of the charts with a 30.286, and that'll stand above Alfie for now. We'll have to see what happens on their second laps. Arthur Clements goes 5th, Chad Lancaster 3rd, David Wright 4th. And at the line, not able to better his lap. Actually, he's over a 10th slower there, but what about the number 1 car? Can he better his lap? He does, and it's enough to take the pole. Top spot goes Alfie. Top of the charts on his second and final qualifying lap. Bennett on his first lap gets a 183. The second lap's going to be a 30.5. A little bit better there. There's Brandon Fetterplace, last week's winner. 4th on the board on his second lap, or on his first lap, sorry. Can he knock Alfie off the top spot here? Oh, I like that turn 1 entry, or turn 3 entry, sorry. This is looking good here, folks. Oh, so close. He'll go second quick with a 27.8. Just shy of the 2037 or the 237. Here comes Requeno on his first time to lap 33.33, good enough for 3rd. I'm sorry, that's good enough for 6th. Oh, look at Steven Selly taking over second now with his 20.72 or 2.72, just 6 thousandths faster than Fetter Place here. A little high in 3 for Requeno here. I don't think he's going to be able to better his lap time very well. And at the line, no, he will not better it. Pretty close lap times, though. It looks like he is so far going to be the last car to qualify. Everyone else has not yet come out. Oh, man. This is going to be an awesome race. So far, Alfie's still on the pole. Not by a lot, but he's still there because they don't have another lap or two to try to take him out. Thomas Melnick Holland yet to qualify. Eric Beadle and Kevin Newborn as well with 5 minutes to go. We're going to go ahead and take a break here on the VRN. Alright, it is time to get this show on the road finally. After a 5-minute intermission, it feels like. And it's going to be Alfie Sharon Jr. on the front row here tonight with Steven Selby on his outside. Row number 2 is Brandon Fetterplace, driver the number 80 Mellow Yellow Chevrolet. And on his outside of the Texas Pete, number 42, David Wright. Row 3, Zach Millett, defending truck champion in the number 315 machine. Going to be starting alongside him is Jason Higginbottom in the 44. Row number 4 is Steven Requeno in the number 24 Mobile 1 Chevy with Dylan Alderink in the Mountain Dew number 8. Beside him, starting 8th. Rounding out the top 10 is Chad Lancaster in the number 2 with David Bennett in the number 17 starting 10th. Row number 12 is Arthur Clements in the 01 in the 00 of Thomas Melnick Holland starting 12th. And then rounding out the field is Kevin Newborn in the Silver Bullet number 51 with Eric Beadle on his outside in the 119. Got 14 drivers here tonight. We are going to have 85 laps. Oh man. Let's see if we can maybe get a quick word from Alfie quick. Maybe. Hey Alfie, Sean up in the booth, you got a quick second?
Oh, I really wish you guys didn't give me the curse. But yeah, I got a minute. What's up?
Alright, what's the plan for tonight? 85 laps, and it looks like pits are going to be around 30 laps here. What's the plan?
Well, there's an on thing going with broadcasters and iRacers. When you get pulled into the booth, it kind of puts a curse on your back. So I think I just got the curse. So I'm just going to try hope not to wreck tonight.
You know what? I've never cursed anyone in my entire life. Anyways, good luck tonight, Alfie. Hopefully you get a good run here in the number 1 Clover Chevy.
Thank you.
I've never cursed anyone. Ever. No. I would never do that. Why would I? Anyways, here we go. Pace car is going to be pulling off this time. It is going to be a all-green race. That's my prediction. We're not going to see any cautions. No cautions. Absolutely none. Unless Brian throws a competition caution once Alfie beats the field. But anyways, here we go. It is time to get race number 9 of the season underway here at Chicagoland. Pace car is going to pull off of the speedway. This time around, they head into the restart zone. For the first time tonight, green flag is out. We are racing here in Chicago. Joliet, Illinois. It's finally back with a cup date. Already a lot of swapping back here towards the middle of the pack. It's going to be David Wright up on the outside with Zach Millett trying to defend his position from the inside. David with the run. He's going to clear. Here comes Jason Higginbottom trying to get around the 42. Big run to the outside. Here he goes. What a run on the outside for Jason. He's going to take it 4 wide for second, third. Now going for second, sorry. What a move. And look at Alfie. He is already half a second away. Anyways, here comes Zach Millett now to the inside for fourth. Third, sorry. Keep getting the positions mixed up. Jason's going to hold on to third for now as they go into turn number 1. Side by side for fifth. Can the 42 machine hold on up top? Trying to get the momentum building. Not quite able to clear. He might be close. Yep. He's got a little Steven Selby, a huge dive into the inside lane there. Trying to get to the inside of Dylan Alderink and keep it there, but I think Dylan might be able to work the momentum up on the outside here into turn 2, and clear here goes into turn number 1. And there's Steven Requeno right behind them in 8th. Alderink not quite able to clear. I think the 20 still has his nose in there by a hair and a half. And look at the absolute send. The 20 is getting contact. Up into the wall goes Selby. What a save by the 8 as well. He got all sorts of messed up there. Very loose on the exit of 4. I wonder if we'll see that a couple times here tonight. You never know. As David Wright and Zach Millett battling for 4th. Oh, they're side by side again here. Steven Requeno, Dylan Alderink. It didn't really take that long for them to get side by side again. Well, no, it was Selby who was beside him. Never mind. What happened to Selby? Where did he go? There he is. He's all the way back here in 11th now after that incident. 2 seconds back. It looks like the outside lane is very good right now on these fresh tires, as I had predicted. David Wright holding on to 5th. Zach Millett 4th. Battle for 2nd maybe heating up here soon. Jason is all over the back bumper of that 80 car. He'll get to his inside here. Can he make the move on the bottom? We haven't seen him much yet tonight. The outside lane is just super duper good here at Chicago. They're still side by side. It looks like Feder Place is going to hold on to the 2nd position. And Alfie is still going to continue to lead here tonight. He's been out front all 6 laps so far. Don't really see a lot of drivers using the apron yet. I don't know how the apron feels here at Chicagoland. I know Kansas, it tends to get a little bumpy here and there. But it seems like it's pretty good so far here at Chicagoland. On board, the number 44. Well, look at the momentum he's able to carry there on the top side. If he can get to the outside of Feder Place, which he was not quite able to. Not going to go down to the apron this time, surprisingly. We'll be side by side again into 1 and 2. We've seen this a couple of times so far here tonight. Oh, the 80 almost up into the outside wall that time. 44 still trying to keep his nose in there, not able to do it. Jason's on a pretty good run here. Oh, the 80's getting tight. Here comes Jason again to the inside. At a turn number 4. This time, the advantage is to Jason as they head into turn number 1. Jason will clear as he moves up to 2nd. And there's Alfie in his own little la-la land up here. Requeno not really having a good run right now. He's back in the 8th position. Man. Looks like we might see someone try to run the Larson line here soon, which is right against the wall. As Dylan Alderink and David Wright battling for the 5th position on the speedway. Oh, big checkup by the 8, and around goes the 24 in the back. Spinning out of 2. He won't collect anyone else. Looks like he might have tried to. Caution is out. Alfie leads the first little stint there. Jason had a really good run. Started in the 6th spot and worked his way up to 2nd, slowly but methodically. And now Feder Place is already back down to 4th after starting 2nd, I do believe, and then Zach Millett inside the top 3. So it's been a very good race so far. I know we've only had a handful of laps. I had already seen what has happened that caused the incident. I think we might see some drivers come down for maybe some fuel. I doubt we'll see anyone come and take tires, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. So Jason Higginbottom coming in, Feder Place, David Wright, and Chad Lancaster all coming in to service their cars. Here comes Arthur Clements as well, and Stephen Requeno. Seems like that is everybody. So a handful of guys coming in. Are they taking tires or no? It looks like the 44 is. Feder Place might be as well. Yep. And then there's Requeno. Arthur Clements is still in the pits. Looks like he has his right side up. There he goes. He was getting tires as well. And it looks like the 24 may have just gotten a fast repair and go. I want to say that is in fact the case. Not 100% sure on that, but here we go. That's the pit stops for you so far. So some drivers used up, actually everyone but David Wright used one of their 3 sets of tires here within the first 13 laps of competition. Alfie Sharon Jr. going to be your race leader still. Let's see how many more cautions we have. I think we're going to see, I don't know. The track is seeming very racy right now. So I don't really know. Can't really give you guys a number of how many we might see. We might see at least 2 more. Maybe more, maybe less. I'm not sure. Well, let's get ready for the restart here. Alfie on the inside, Mill on the outside, Aldering and Bennett row 2, with Eric Beadle and Kevin Newborn at row 3. Maybe? No, Stephen Selby and Eric Beadle row 3. Apologies. Let's see what happens here. I wonder if Millet's going to be able to give him a bit of a run here for the lead. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pulls off the track. Here comes the field. Green flag is out once again, and a pretty good jump for Alfie there. Millet was not able to stick to his outside. Therefore, he's probably not going to be able to make a move here. First car tires is that bright yellow 42 back there in 7th. So if you want to, keep an eye on him. He's already moved up a couple of spots now. We got Chad Lancaster pushing him. And it looks like almost going to go 3 wide. That's still an Aldering way up at top. He is looking for win number 1. Trying his best here to make the outside lane work, and it just doesn't seem to want to. Look at the way David Wright can chop through this field there. Making it 3 wide, making moves, making advances on everybody here. Looks like the 02 and the 8 going to be running that Larson line, but the 02 ditches on him. Aldering seems to be very, very loose up on the top. Let's see here. Oh, hi, David. See how much concentration he is putting into this car right now to make sure it makes the corner and doesn't hit the wall. He has that number 42 right on his door. And I mean, really just nowhere to go. Ooh, I think he might have clipped the wall there. And here comes Jason Higginbottom. These two are fighting for 5th. Meanwhile, look at Chad Lancaster. He has the freshest tires of the field right now, and he is currently running up in third, challenging to take away the race lead from the 315 and the 1 here. Zachary Millet goes higher, Lancaster goes higher. Oh, geez, they were almost door banging out of turn number 2. Look at how that allowed the field to catch back up. And there goes Zach Millet to the race lead here on lap 19. As Lancaster now on the outside. He is going to steal that one from him. Lancaster is going to lead that lap. I think this might be his first lap led of the season. He's having a phenomenal run right now. Seems like 13 lap difference is a pretty big difference, if I do say so myself. I wasn't expecting the tires to really do that much, let alone get Lancaster to the lead just like that. I mean, we've only been green for 6 laps since he took the lead here. Man. As Alfie continuing to drop back, trying to hold on to 4th here. It just looks like the inside lane is just dead. It's all the outside now. Everyone there who's currently on the inside is at the mercy of whoever is on their outside. No other way to put it. Halfway is right at lap 40. So we're coming up to it. And now it is Chad Lancaster and Jason Higginbottom. Your top 2. And the top 2 with fresh tires as well. I think once Jason got around the 42, it was a pretty easy breeze up to where he is now, as he might be contending for the race lead here very, very shortly, the next few laps at the most. Loving these new onboard shots. Look at how close Higginbottom is able to get to him. I don't know what the best line to run would be right now, but it seems best line is wherever wherever you think you're fast at. I mean, we've seen guys rip the bottom, be really good. We've seen guys rip the top, Lancaster, and be really good as well. This track is so diverse. It makes some of the best racing ever. And there's nothing you can tell me that'll change my mind about that. As Alfie now on looking, the 42, trying to get back inside the top 5. It looks like those tires just aren't sticking with him here. Battle for the race lead might be cooking up here shortly. But battle back here for 9th and Federer Place is going to take it very quickly. They are nearly nose to tail. Well, they were for a while there. Dylan Alderink now putting the pressure on Alfie. And David Wright and Zach Millet here, all for the top 5. And look at Alderink with the power move to the outside. He's going to slide up to 4th. Oh, man. Look at how tight packed they are running here. Nearly bumper, or nearly door to door out of 2. Got a nice pack of 5. Fetter Place is now in the mix for this one. And look at all the rear end damage on that number 8. Fetter Place might be able to get around Dalfie here soon. He's got the move on the outside. 3 wide for 5th. Not able to make it stick, but look at Alfie sliding way up the track. There goes Fetter Place. Here comes Alderink. Alderink is going to miss it by a landslide. Those two are both coming in pit road. Just those two, though. And now Chad Lancaster is going to forfeit the lead to Jason Higginbottom. Looks like a slide job in 1 and 2, or 3 and 4 made that one work. Wow. Let's take a look here. Alfie is still in the pits. Here comes Dylan Alderink. Millet just now coming down. They're going to go 2 laps down, it seems. What in the world? Are they going to go 3 laps down? Oh, no. Well, they might. I doubt it, but we'll see. So those drivers ran about 30 laps, as we found out when we talked to David Wright earlier in the night. And now Jason Higginbottom, he has about 10 more laps, I think. Yeah, 10 more laps, roughly, give or take, before he too will have to come down pit road here. But we're going to go ahead and take a break here on the VRM. Well, you won't miss a thing. We'll keep it live just for you guys. Alright, welcome back to the Virtual Racing Network, home of the OG Racing League here. We're still alive. The top 4 drivers are all still on their pit strategy here, as those have not pitted But I would expect them to pit within the next 3 to 6 laps here. As Millet's gonna easily blow the doors off the 42. Look at the lead Jason Higginbottom has right now. Three and a half seconds over closest competitor Chad Lancaster, who has a 3-second lead over Brandon Fetterplace, who has a not quite, but nearly a second lead over David Wright. I just gotta say, these two gentlemen running first and second are on fire tonight, having a one heck of a race. Hopefully those two can finish on, because I love to see one of those two get in victory lane. That would be a huge win for either driver. I definitely think Jason has a pretty good car right now. He's running some very consistent lap times. Definitely an underdog to get the win. We'll have to see what happens though. These drivers here might be able to make it to the end. Oh, no, they won't. Never mind. They'll definitely have another pit stop. For sure. Maybe even 2. But don't quote me on that. And pit stops coming up very, very shortly. Looks like Steven Selby kind of cut it in half here. He pitted just 13 laps ago. Could tonight be his night to maybe get it done. Arthur Clements coming down pit road. Don't see anyone else going. Alfie going to get one of his 2 laps back. One of his 4, sorry. Holy cow, what happened there? And there goes Jason. He's going to come down pit road. Didn't look like he was speeding there. I think he was much under it. I think the pace speed is 55. Well, it might be 60. Okay. That gives the lead to David Wright. Lancaster coming down as well. So now Wright is the last car that needs to come down pit road here. Higginbottom going to stay in as long as he can. Here comes Brandon Fetterplace into pit road. David Wright is still going to go maybe a lap or 2 here. He's on lap 29. No, lap 30 now of his stint, so he'll most definitely be coming in this time. And now Jason Higginbottom has about an 11 lap advantage over everybody else. But Alfie, he pitted 2 laps ago. But he's 3 laps down now, so ironic, isn't it? Anyways, here comes Bennett down pit road. And Zach Millett has a 9-second lead, 8.5-second lead over Jason Higginbottom. Jason trying to get around the lap traffic of the 51, Kevin Newborn. Right now, biggest competitor for Millett is probably going to be that 44 of Jason Higginbottom. If he can just keep his long run car that he has had so far tonight, I think Jason is probably going to be the one to win. But nothing will ever be set in stone ever. Feels very spread out now. So here's Chad Lancaster trying to get around the number 20 for 6th, and he'll be able to do so very cleanly. And actually, he just passed David Wright. He's up to 5th now. Lancaster pitted just 2 laps ago. So he continues to have a pretty good run so far. That 8.5-second lead is already down to about 6.5 seconds. So in just 2 laps, he's gained 2 seconds. Holy cow. That's a lot of damage. Zach Millett now down to half, or second and a half. Tonight may just be his night. At number 44 machine. But keep in mind, we still have just one more pit stop here to make. These guys here, Millett and them, are going to have to make it sooner than others. I mean, Kevin Duborn, he is already on lap 26 of his run. So he is definitely going to have to come in here shortly. Or else he is going to run out of gas. And it is not going to be pretty for him. Now David Wright getting around the number 20 for 6th. How many times have we seen a fuel strategy race like this? It's definitely been a while. That gap is already down to about 2.5 seconds. Probably by the end of this lap it'll be 2.5, honestly. It's already down to 2.7, 2.6, and 2.5. He's running about 1.3 seconds faster. Than Zachary Millett here. We have just around 35 laps to go as they go on now to lap number 50. And here we go. 35 to go at the line. Gap is now down to just 0.3 of a second. Look at that hard charging number 44. Holy cow, what a move. Here he comes. He's going to dive down to the inside. I don't think Zach is going to put up much, if any, fight at all. And there he goes. Just going to fly by him and try to keep his consistency up here. I don't quite think he's led the most laps here tonight. Well, he might have. He's tied right now for second. We'll have to see what that number 44 can do on the long run, on the long haul. Whatever you'd like to call it. There's the 20 of Steven Selby coming out of pit road. Already has a second lead over Zachary Millett here. Dude, this 44 is on fire right now. He doesn't quite have the fastest lap in this session, but it's very, very close. It's literally... Okay, never mind. Eric Beadle has the fastest lap of the night so far. 30.123. Speaking of which, he's maybe starting to reel in David Wright here. It's going to be close, but I don't think he's going to quite get there. He's pulled away about 0.2 since we started going in on him. It's going to be Requeno, Millett, and Higginbottom. Your top three as they run. Coming to just 30 laps to go. Let's see what happens towards the end of this thing. If we see another caution, it is going to really whack things up here in the OG Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series. Currently, as it stands, that number 44, where is he in points at? Let's see. I have to pull it up. 19th in points. I think he's only made one start so far here this season. So if he can pull off the win here tonight over guys like Requeno, David Wright, Fetter Place, Bennett, Alfie, Millet even. This is a pretty stacked field if I'm honest. Coming up, 30 to go now here at, I almost said Iowa for some reason. Here at Chicagoland, battle up here. Not for position. But the 51 has about 8 lap fresher tires than the 80 car does. I mean, Newborn's looking for any way to get around him. And then there's Jason, just going to fly by him. A on old tires. I mean, he is on fire right now. Newborn has a lot fresher tires than he does, and Jason just flies. So he's going to put that 80 car lap down. And he is not that far away from putting Bennett a lap down here either. Just now crossing the line, and Bennett is going into turn 2. Pit stops coming up for the 17 and the 119. They are on lap number 26 of their run. Same with Dylan Alderink as well. And actually, here comes Dylan now down pit road from the number 8. Or from the 9th position, sorry. I thought it was from the 8th position. Jason going to continue to put on a show and a half here. Millet down pit road. Slowly but surely, we'll see more and more cars start to trickle into pit road here and there. Now, Jason can go another 10 laps on this run here. Roughly 10 or more. No more than 13 for sure. And that 5315 just pitted. So he'll have anywhere between 10 to 13 lap fresher tires than Zach Millet once this thing gets going again. Once the final pit cycles are done. And I'm going to guess Millet is probably going to come out ahead of him. My guess is that is what's going to happen. 315 is going to be ahead of the 44, just like we saw the last time. And then Lancaster. Oh, nope, never mind. I thought he was going to pit. That's going to be Eric Beadle and David Bennett coming down. Told you guys that they were going to come down here shortly. And that they did. 51 and Kevin Newborn has caught up to the back of that number 44 now. Same with Dylan Alderink, both trying to get one of their many, many laps back. Alderink is going to try the outside here. If I was Jason, I wouldn't want to put up a huge fight with them. They're lap cars, just let them by. They do have fresher tires than you. Millet now going around Requeno. So he's about roughly 10 seconds off of Jason Higginbottom right now as they run. So Millet might be able to unlap himself before this one is over. Maybe not. It'll be close for sure. We'll go to Fetter Place, next car ahead of Millet here. See just how fast he's gaining on him. Maybe not as fast as he may want to, but 17 lap difference there for tires. Whoa, issue for Requeno on pit road. Let's see what happened there. Coming in way, way, way too hot. He didn't hit a cone though. He didn't hit anything actually. Wow. Not the ideal way to get into pit road, but that's definitely one of them for sure. There's David Wright in second now, 15.5 seconds behind your race leader. I mean, it is just lights out right now for that 44. He is just cruising along with roughly 8 more laps on his stint here before he gets to lap 30. And here he comes down pit road now with just about 20 laps to go. And that's going to allow David Wright to inherit the race lead for the time being. He's about 10 more laps here on his run. And then Chad Lancaster and Brandon Fetterplace also have about 8 more laps as well. If I was Lancaster and Fetterplace, I would have pitted that time by because saw what Jason was doing and kind of would want to be on the same, if not a very similar strategy to him. So we'll have to see here if David Wright can manage to pull this one off here. It would be insanely crazy if he did. Jason's going to stay on the lead lap. That is not what David wanted to see. Although he's going to be very far back in the 5th position. To see how much time Fetterplace is losing to Higginbottom now. It's only a matter of time before that 44 will fly by the 80. And Zachary Millett now, he's just trying to hold off any sort of attacks from the 44. He is about 2 seconds up. 2 seconds, about 5 seconds roughly ahead of Jason right now. Which isn't really a whole lot of room. It's not as much gap as he had the first time around here. And David Wright, Lancaster just pitted that previous lap. I didn't see it. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to miss that. Yep, I was right. Just about 5 seconds of room between him and Jason Higginbottom here. Oh, dearie me. Less than 20 to go. Oh, Millett might be close on fuel here, guys. Don't be alarmed or anything. He might be very, very close for sure. Higginbottom with a 10-second gap between him and Steven Requeno here. Gap is now down to under 4 seconds. Nearly cutting it down by half a second there already. Fuel strategy, tire strategy, what is it going to be? Left sides, Abraham Lincolns, Washingtons, whatever the slang that they use nowadays. Gap is now down to just over 3 seconds. Now it's under 3 seconds. 16 to go, 15 at the line. This is going to come down to the final lap for sure. Maybe not quite the final lap, but for sure the closing laps. So you're trying to tie this one up here. Knock this one out. 2.5 seconds is the gap at the line. So you gain about half a second a lap here. A little bit more, actually, that lap. You gained 0.6. 2.2 out of turn 3, or turn 2. So, I mean, turn 1 and 2 alone, he gained 0.3. And there's another 0.6 of a second gained for the 44. Problem for the 44 is he's got 2 lap cars up ahead of him who are, well, they were side by side and were fighting there for a little while. And the problem for Millett is that those lap cars are probably going to try to pass him here soon. And there goes Alfie Sharon Jr. now to the inside. He'll be able to get around him quickly and easily. And Eric Beadle, he's trying to get back on the lead lap, but I don't think Jason will show him that mercy. 1 second, less than a second actually, separates first and second now. With 13 laps to go. here at Chicagoland. It's going to be a huge move here if I-44 takes the lead within the next turn or so. If I was him, I think maybe take it a bit patient here, be a little cautious. Don't want to wreck, but it looks like he's going to just breeze through those lappers as expected, though. Right on the back bumper of Zachary Millett for the race lead. Millett has led the past 7 laps or so. Jason wants to lead the rest of them. Here he goes to the inside for the race lead, side by side into turn 3. Higginbottom's going to take it. Jason Higginbottom to the race lead once again. 11 to go at the line. 10 to go next time by here for the OG Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series at Chicagoland. It is going to be a thriller of a finish, as Higginbottom now trying to pull away as much as he can. He is about 7 laps fresher tires than that 315 machine. Half a second is the gap now into turn 3. I think it's pretty good for the 44. An underdog story potentially cooking up here. 10 laps to go here at Chicagoland. He's trying to lead over half of the race, but he's not going to be able to do it. He has definitely dominated in a sense, though. Had the cleanest car, no incidents. A lot of cars actually had pretty clean race cars. No one did not a lot of wrecks. Only that one early on between the 24 and the 8. And look, Steven Requeno has recovered to the 3rd position. He might be able to maybe take up 2nd by the end of this thing. It's going to be very, very close. He's getting about 3/10 per lap. It's probably not going to be enough. Oh, it might. Unless I did the math wrong. I'm not sure. 8 to go here at the line for Higginbottom. He has done everything correctly, from the green flag pit stops, executing on pit road, running his line, keeping his car clean, and not pushing too much. Everything is an A+ here tonight for that 44 crew. As he heads into turn number 3. 2 seconds separate your race leader and Zach Millett now at a turn number 4. 7 more rounds here. How many more times are we going to see a new first-time winner? Last week we saw the 80 of Fetter Place with only 6 races left. After tonight, could tonight be Higginbottom's time? We saw Joe Gauthier as well at Talladega, who kind of broke the ice for these new winners as well. He was the first driver to win that wasn't David Wright or Steven Requeno so far this season. And I mean, speaking of David Wright, he hasn't had the best race of his life, but still a solid top 5 finish is gonna be pretty good for him. And look at Chad Lancaster, still inside the top 5, very wiggly into turn 1 though. He's gonna keep it under him. Wow. He is definitely feeling the tires right now. 3 seconds just about separates first and second now. 5 more laps to go. All that 44 wants to see is the white flag. He doesn't want to see the yellow flag. He especially does not want to see the yellow flag. I mean, you're coming to the white flag at turn number 2. You can see the white flag in the starter's hand, and then caution comes out. 4 to go now. Requeno is still about 11 seconds back. I don't think he's going to be able to get there for sure. Unless he turns the nitrous on or something, or he has something illegal in his car that makes it go like a gazillion miles an hour. Oh, I didn't see this battle though. Look at David Wright now. Applying the pressure to the 24 with 3 laps to go, practically. This is going to be a good battle here. We know David Wright, he said he prefers his car better on the long run. He does great preserving his tires. As they cross the line, 3 more to go. David Wright almost to the outside there. I think he's trying to make the move on the outside here for sure. He's going to make it stick up top in the middle lane. And pin the 24 down low. Get the momentum out of turn number 2. Not quite able to clear yet. And then there's Steven Selby as well. He'll clear him into 3. Selby is 2 laps down. He's running 10th. Able to really hook that bottom. Oh, just 2 laps to go now for the 44. Coming to the white flag this time. He has dominated so far here tonight. And here he comes. Out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. 4 more corners for Jason Higginbottom to score his first career win in the OG Racing League Gen 6 Cup Car Series. And here comes out of turn number 2 now. Down the backstretch for the final time tonight. We are going to see a first-time winner yet again here in the name of Jason Higginbottom, driver of the number 44 Toyota Camry. Higginbottom's going to lead 37 laps and get it done at Chicagoland. What a finish and what a race that was. Higginbottom will park it there on the inside wall. What a finish here at Chicagoland Speedway. Wow. We'll go ahead and wait for everyone to get up in the booth here. Just have to wait and see what happens. I'll wait for the others. Alright, let's go ahead and grab David right here. Hey David, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got me?
Yeah, Sean.
Well, you had a really good night there, and you were able to get around that number 24 late in the race to come home with a solid top 3 finish. Your night, in my eyes, went really good. How'd it go in your books?
I gambled a little bit when that first and only caution come out, and I decided to take fuel only and double stint those tires, try to, just see what it would do. And it got me behind the guys when the front runners pitted finally. They ran so much longer on fresh tires, and it caused me to have to short pit there at the end and only take 2 to try to keep up, so over and all, it's not that bad. I tried some strategy. It didn't work that well, but that's racing.
Yeah, I mean, you had another really good points day for you. Next week, we're heading to the road course, Watkins Glen. One of the easier road courses, at least in my eyes. What are your thoughts on Watkins Glen, and how do you think you'll be able to perform there?
Road courses aren't my thing, but so my goal next week will be to keep it on the track as much as possible, and if I can do that, I think I'll come away with a solid finish because there won't be no cautions on for next week. So I think that'll, if you can keep it on the track, keep it steady, you can have a good finish.
All right. Well, is there any shout outs or thanks you'd like to give out to anyone here tonight?
Oh, just the same like I always do, Sean. Yourself and VRN for putting it on, and doing the broadcasting, and OG for putting the league on, so y'all do what y'all do, and we get to have fun, and we appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, have a good rest of your week, Dave, and hopefully we see you next week as well.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's get Zach Millett now. Hey, Zach, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got me?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, man? You had a really good race there. You led a couple of laps, but it just seems you were always behind that 44 there, except for when pit cycles happen. So, what was your plan tonight? That maybe I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. What was the plan tonight that maybe didn't go so well?
Well, me and Alfie, we kind of took the same plan there after the first caution. We both stayed out, and even if we just went in and got fuel, we would have been on the same run as everybody else. It would have been a lot better for us. But I mean, I think he was thinking the same thing I was. We both thought maybe there was going to be some more cautions, but that kind of put us off cycle, and we were kind of doomed at that point. So we had to make the best of it after that. But we were pretty close. I was a lot closer at the end than I imagined. Finishing second, I'm pretty pumped with.
Well, you were one of the favorites to win here tonight, and if I remember correctly, you're the defending Truck Series champion too. So it's not like you don't have speed, but what do you think could have went maybe a little bit better? Maybe another caution or two would have helped you?
Yeah, one more caution, we would have been golden because me and Alfie both had a set of tires left. So it would have been a game changer. Even if it was 5 to go, it would have been a huge game changer.
All right, buddy. Well, is there any shout-outs or thanks you'd want to give out to anyone here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, Sean, and VRN for broadcasting this race. Always big thanks to the OG Racing League, all the guys in it. It's always a pleasure to race with them. It's always a lot of fun. And, shoot me a follow on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at that S4 guy.
All right. Well, hopefully you get some more followers from that. I have no promises. But, thank you for coming out tonight, and have a good rest of your week, Zach.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you all for tuning into tonight's broadcast. If you did enjoy it, please comment, like, and subscribe. And see you guys next Tuesday. Or actually, no, Friday night with the Midnight Thunder.